Okay, so this type of problem, we're going to call this the blue problem. So color in your circle with blue. Okay. So the first step says get each radical on a separate side of the equal sign. So that means we need to move this other radical to the other side. So the first thing I notice is that there is a minus right here. So I need to do the opposite of subtracting, which is adding. So I'm going to add 4 times the cubed root of x plus 1 to both sides. So that's going to move this away from this side. So I'm going to end up with the cubed root of 2x plus 2. So that's totally canceled. Equals 0 plus, so it's 4 times the cubed root of x plus 1. Okay, so they're now on separate sides, so check. Raise each side of the equation the same exponent to eliminate the radical. So this one says if it's a square root, you take the second. If it's a cube root, you take a third. So this time, I've got a cubed root, so I'm going to take it to the third power. Okay, so when I do this one, the cubed root and the cube cancel each other out, so it's just 2x plus 2. This other one's a little bit more complicated. We're actually going to have to distribute this 3 to both things. So we're going to have 4 to the third power times times the cubed root of x plus 1 to the third power as well. So I wrote that third power twice, and I gave it to both things. So when I do this, I got 2x plus 2, and then I got 4 to the third power, which is 64 if you type it in your calculator, and then the cubed root and the cube cancel each other out, so that's x plus 1. Okay, so I eliminated the radical. Check. Okay, now I need to solve this equation. Okay, so let's start solving it. So the first thing I notice is there's parentheses, so I have to distribute. So I have 64x plus 1, or plus 64. Okay, and I'm just going to bring down the other side, which was 2x plus 2. Now I'm going to get all my x's on one side. So why don't I subtract 60? Oh, I don't know what I want to do. I'm going to subtract this 64. So that'll cancel each other out. So I've got 2x minus 62 equals 64x. Okay, so now I'm going to get my x's all together. So I'm going to subtract 2x on both sides. So I have negative 62 equals 62x. And then finally I'm going to solve for x. So I'm going to divide by 62. And I'm going to end up with x equals negative 1. Okay, and then I always have to check it to see if it's extraneous. So in this equation I have the cubed root of 2 times the negative 1 plus 2 minus 4 cubed root of negative 1 plus 1 equals 0. Okay, so I'm going to do everything under the radical first for both of them. So I have the cubed root of 0 minus 4 times the cubed root of 0. So that gives me 0 minus 4 times 0. If you type that in your calculator, you're going to end up with 0. And then I'm just going to bring down this number. And because they equal, it is true. This is a solution. So once again, x equals 1, negative 1 is a solution because 0 equals 0. If these were two numbers that did not match, this would be considered an extraneous solution. So I want you to go back to the front. We had the red, and now we're going to add in our blue. So first we need to look how many radicals we had. So there are 2 radicals in this problem. So we're going to go to the 2 radicals, and anytime you got 2 radicals, you're going to refer to the blue problem. Okay?